Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome to the first session of the Flutter Festival. I'm your friendly neighborhood GDSE lead, and today's session is about two major announcements. One of which you already know is the Flutter Festival, and the other one is a surprise for you guys in this session itself. So let's get started. Um, so the next slide, yeah. So without wasting any of time of you guys, because your complees are coming soon, let me introduce you to your facilitator, Shivam Pachigar. So Shivam has more than 6 months of experience with Flutter, currently working as a Flutter mobile app developer intern at CryptoCase, which you can also check out. We have our app on the Play Store right now. And like, over to you, Shivam. Tell us more about yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is, I started with Flutter development when I was in class 12th, but I wasn't too serious about that. And when Android Study Jam came, I started learning native Android. And then when I switched back to Flutter, I embraced the fast development cycle that Flutter has and the same for Android compared to native Android. And yes, I have been currently working as an intern at CryptoCase. You can
Yeah.
check out this amazing app at Play Store.
Yeah, so just before
Over
starting,
to you.
I would like to say, just before starting, I'd like to say that if you haven't tried out native Android, so you can just check out the videos of ASJ, which is all on our YouTube channel, and you can also start native from there, and then you can start with Flutter. Yeah. Also,
So
there's
you
no
can directly
prerequisite
start
as
Flutter.
such, but
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
there's no prerequisite, but yeah, still. So, Shivam, over to you. Yeah.
Okay. So a basic introduction about Flutter. Okay. So the Flutter is an open source SDK provided by Google. It can be used to make apps which can run on Android, iOS, macOS, Windows, Linux, and even web. It all happens from
Yeah.
just a single code base. So if I make an Android app, I can compile it for iOS too, and the same for Android and same for Mac OS, Linux, Windows, everything. So it
Yeah.
makes scalability very easy. Would you like to add something to this?
Yeah, so like I have been doing Flutter development for like about 2 years right now, and it's been an amazing journey from the start. Like it's very easy to start with Flutter. There are a lot of concepts later on which come which you need to build upon, but starting out with Flutter is quite easy, as I would like to say. So yeah, development on Flutter is quite easy for even for a beginner.
And you don't have to worry about the hard concepts. I will try to make those concepts as easy as possible for you.
Yeah.
Okay, over to you, Shrish.
Yeah. So, but why Flutter? So, according to 90% of developers, like I said, even as for my experience, Flutter has reduced the time to build and publish an app by a lot. So, if you are planning to start your own startup or build an MVP, or you just want to like get out there and build an app quickly, then Flutter is something you need to look out for. So it is an amazing skill that you can learn right now. And yeah, other than that, Flutter has so many libraries and so many uh, people on it that you can make beautiful UI very easily. Yeah. Shivam, you'd like to say anything?
Yes, the thing is, it takes a lot of time to learn Android and make apps in native Android. So if you just want to build apps really fast, then Flutter is the way to go.
Hmm. Also, if some of those who are like currently in the second year, like finish the second year, like in my year, some of you guys might be having PS stations which require Flutter. So you can also join in and like start your Flutter journey with the Flutter Festival. Yeah.
Okay.
So moving ahead, Shivam.
So he, okay, so here are some great apps that are made using Flutter that you may be knowing. The first one is the Google Play app. Everyone would have used this app, and you may you may have seen this app in both Android and iOS. It looks and feels the same. This is because it is made using just a single code base and is compiled to both Android and iOS platforms. The second one is this My BMW app. Not most of you will be familiar with this app, but the thing is, I just want to showcase that big organizations like BMW is also trusting Flutter to have their app. And the
Yeah.
third one here is Reflectly. It's
Hmm.
not too famous as an app, but the UI of this app is really great. I I would like to say that you should check this app out on Play Store.
Also, in my experience, I've seen apps like companies like Zerodha, whose app like the kite is built on Flutter. Then you have like Shivam told me recently that there's a app, the PUBG in PUBG that there's that is also built
Yes,
on Flutter. What was that about?
is the non-game UI parts of PUBG Mobile are made
Hmm.
using Flutter. I was also
Yeah.
shocked as I was not trusting Flutter to be that great at performance, but yes, it
Hmm.
is. Okay, so let's move to the next slide.
Yeah,
We'll
so
go
the
to each.
timeline of the Flutter Festival, yeah, the timeline of the Flutter Festival. So we will begin with the introduction of Flutter and the Dart basics. So just like you need Kotlin and Java for the native Android, you need Dart, which is the object-oriented programming language for Flutter. So first you need to clear your Dart basics, then only you can move and start learning Flutter. It's just a simple like recap of all the oops like the things that you might have learned in the ESJ as well. Then we would come on the common widgets like the stateful widget, the stateless widget, how everything is a widget in Flutter. I mean, it would be a really great journey for you, like to learn about the different types of widgets that you can use in Flutter. Then then we would be telling you about the apps navigation, how you can build multi-screen apps, how you can like navigate through different types of navigations in the app itself. Then adding animations, how can you build really great UI, how can you build like like you might have seen some really amazing and I might have thought about how is this even possible to build on an actual app, but all these things would be possible with the Flutter. So other than that, after that, we would be giving some professional insights like how you can launch your app on the Play Store, what are things you need to do for that, and also we'll be creating a song search app using the Spotify APIs.
Okay,
And at the end we would require you to submit an app. So before that, just like uh, ideate over any problem statement that you might have faced around yourself, any problem that people might face on the campus, which you can solve by building an app. We would be very happy to like launch the app on the Play Store if you like learn it during the Flutter Festival. Yeah. Shivam, if you
okay,
like to go into the details, you can do that.
okay. See, on the day one, which is 3rd July, I will be going through the basics of the Dart. I will be going fast through it, as most of you would have completed I mean, have completed the basics of programming in the CS F111 course. Okay, and then I will introduce a bit of Flutter during that day, and then on 6th July, so yes, 6th July, which would be our second session, I would like to introduce you some of the common widgets that you will be using throughout your developer journey. And on 9th July, I will be introducing you to stateful widgets. It is something that beginners find it hard to understand. So I will break it down and explain you as easy as it is possible. Okay. And then in the next session, I will be teaching you about how to make the navigation of the app Navigation, by the sense, I am not meaning from moving from one place to another. I am meaning that how to move from one screen to another. Okay, and on the same day, I will also teach you about some basic animation that you can build in your app. Okay, and on 23rd July, I will be showing how professionals arrange their code, and this will be taught to you by showing you how I'm have how I am creating an app, a simple song search app, which would be using a Spotify API. And then yes, you are free to explore and submit your app to us.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So, what's in it for you? So, at the end of the festival, you'd have to submit an app that you might have made, as I already said, and the best few apps will be featured on the Play Store. So, just look around yourself, try to find a problem that you might be able to solve using an app. Ideate that, try to build the design around it, try to go through the process and learn Flutter alongside, and try to build something that would solve that problem. Yeah.
I would like to add that if you have an app deployed on Play Store, it really increases your credibility when you are going to apply for internships, or maybe you can even add it to your resume that you have this app on Play Store. So it is a great
So
opportunity for you to have
this
this
is
app
your
on.
chance to create a personal project for yourself as well. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So as we said, we have some exciting news too, right?
Yeah. So as I
So
said before, like we had two announcements. The first one was the Flutter Festival itself, and the second one was a special announcement for all you guys who are on campus right now. So we
yes.
are going to launch something today, and that
Okay.
is
The
Shivam.
time. Okay.
Yeah. So presenting the Laundropool app, which was ideated during the ASJ Android Study Jams by Yuvraj, who was the facilitator back then, and Shivam took it upon himself to build the whole app on Flutter by himself. So kudos to Shivam for completing the app and finally launching it on the Play Store. Yeah. So
Okay. So
Shivam,
I
over
would
to
like.
you. Like,
Okay.
hmm,
I would like to show you the product video of this app.
yeah.
Okay. So this was it. And yes.
So know your facilitator again because Shivam also developed the Laundropool app using Flutter. So yeah, so just adding that as well.
Okay. So I would like to add that due to some restriction, due to some problem, the Laundropool app is not currently on Play Store, but in 1 or 2 days it will be there on Play Store. So
Yeah, it's
don't
under
reach.
review. Yeah,
Yes.
so it's under
So
review right
don't
now. It
reach
would be
to
on
us
the Play
saying
Store.
that the app is not there on Play Store. It will be soon available.
Yeah. So, are you excited to create the apps like Laundropool, like all the ones that were shown here today, or yourself? Then join the Flutter Festival at 3rd July 2020. It's 2022, Shivam, right now, not 2020.
Yes.
But okay.
My bad.
Okay. Still living in 2020. कोई बात नहीं. That's okay. So, yeah, so if you have any questions about the whole thing, about the whole festival, so you can ask that right now if you have any. Also, Shivam, if you like to add something about your journey, like while learning Flutter. So if you like to like just say something about that, you can, like how you completed the Laundropool app and anything.
Okay. So initially, I wasn't too much into developing a specific app. I just wanted to learn how to develop an app. And
Hmm.
initially, I don't know why, but I thought that my laptop wouldn't run Android Studio. So I just looked upon other ways to create an app which would not require Android Studio. So I came to know about Flutter, and then I started it. It's quite funny, but it's the reality. And then I started with develop. I started learning Flutter uh, during my class 12th, and I would like to say that when I started to learn stateful widgets, I wasn't able to grasp the full knowledge about it in detail,
Hmm.
and due to that, I stopped for a while. I wasn't learning Flutter for some time due to that, and then I came to know about ASJ, and I started and learning native Android. Yes, my laptop ran Android Studio.
Yeah.
So yes, that was it. And after ASJ got over, I tried to explore Flutter again, and I was amazed how easy it was to create an app using Flutter. Maybe your experience can vary, but this was mine. And yes,
Yeah.
everyone would agree that the time required to build an app using Flutter is less than that required for making a native Android app, or yes, even other native apps, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also the
And
UI part, like you can customize it as you want. Like, you can make
yes,
beautiful UIs using Flutter. Yeah. So we have a
yes,
question. Like, would you suggest any preparation so that we can be comfortable during timeline of learning?
okay. So
For
you don't
according to
have,
me, yeah. According to me,
okay,
there's no preparation as such required, but you can try out downloading or like installing Flutter on your laptop and try to run it. I mean, just the basic app. Like there's a stand demo app that is comes along with the Flutter, so you
yes,
can just try to run Flutter. But we would also help you with that, so no worries about it.
okay.
Yeah.
So I would like to say that before joining us on 3rd July, just follow the apps to install Flutter. Those tabs are available on the official documentation, which is available on the official Flutter website. It will make the process smooth, I would say. And
Okay.
okay, so we were talking about widgets, right? So I wasn't building some great looking widgets, but when I started uh, working as an intern at CryptoCase, I was asked to make a custom bottom navigation bar. I mean, I was totally confused how would I make it. But when I started to make it, it was like naturally it was being made. I mean, it wasn't too hard to make a custom widget. So I would like to say that with Flutter you can really make any widget that you have in your mind. So this is what I would like to say. Would you like to add something to it, Shrish Bhaiya?
Yeah. So like as you said, um, looking at the UI stuff could be a bit daunting that at first, that how will I make it or how would I do it. But yeah, as you like progress, as you try to build it, it is pretty easy to do on Flutter. And I would personally say that I learned Flutter. I built my first app on Flutter in just 7 days, so it wasn't very difficult. So I can see that anyone can do it within 7 days if I can do it. So yeah, that was it from me.
So are
Anything
there any
else?
more doubts?
Any more doubts from you guys about the Flutter Festival or anything?
Are there any more doubts?
Any more doubts from you guys about the Flutter Festival or anything? Yeah, so this was a very short announcement just for the announcing Flutter Festival, because we also know that you guys have compres right now. So we don't want to disturb you right now. So if you don't have anything, then I guess we would like to end the session. Shivam, you would like to add anything before ending?
No, I have said everything that.
Yeah. So yeah, do join us for the Flutter Festival on 3rd July 2022 at 10 p.m. So yeah, that was it. Thanks guys for joining in.
And we
Yeah.
will let you know when Laundropool comes up. So download it and reach to us about the reviews and some bugs if you find any.
Yeah. Also, if you guys have any suggestions about building an app, like any ideas, you can also suggest that. Like you can contact me or Shivam or anyone.
Okay,
So,
and
yeah.
one thing, I had a personal doubt that whether the participants can create an app as a group during the Flutter festival, or whether we have to create an app individually.
Yeah, it's up to you to like the building the app process is up to you. We have not made it compulsory to do it on to like do it individually or in group. It's like up to you. If you want to build it in group, you can do that as well. There is no issues.
Okay,
But yeah, you need to
okay,
submit the app, like the whole idea and the app, like what you are trying to solve, what is the problem that you were facing or something like that. Yeah.
okay. So that's it.
Yeah. So I think that's it from my side. Uh, so do join us on 3rd July. And till then, goodbye and all the best for your compres. I hope they go well. अगर नहीं भी गए तो कोई बात नहीं, अगला सेम फोड़ेंगे. Bye bye.